Welcome to Rubber Duck Off-Road Garage. My name is Grant and today we're going to be installing the SmittyBilt Overland Gen 2 tent, the standard version. It's not the XL. The XL is for like 4 people. The standard version's for 3. I didn't want the standard or the XL version because it's huge. And there's just 3 of us. So I've got all the hardware out here, the instructions, cables. Looks like stuff for a light, I think, that's supposed to be inside that you can plug into 12 volts. All the bolts. It comes with wrenches. It's kind of cool. The rails for mounting. The window stakes are here. Place to put your shoes and the cover. So I'm going to be installing this to swing open to the side off my Gladiator because I want to be able to get into my tailgate and all that. And since I built my bed rack low to help cut down drag and all that, having it open to the side, which will mean that I have easy access in and out of my tailgate and in the bed of the truck. If you want it to open to the back, you have to take these rails here. So the way I'm doing it, they go this way, which looks like minimal work, or cutting of the mounting rails here. If you want it to open off the back, you actually have to run these this way and then cut them to fit. So if I take this one and turn it, you can see how much longer it is, and you would have to cut it down to fit. So I'm not going to be doing that because, like I said, I want it to open off the side. What I'll do is I'll get started putting it together. You got to take all these stickers off here, off the holes, so you can mount the rails. So I'll get the rails mounted and figure out whatever else I need to do, and I'll let you know as I go through the process here of what it actually takes to do this. I don't think it doesn't really look like it's that much. I mean, if you look at the hardware here, I mean, you got 4 of these, 8 of these, and some bolts. I think the hardest part probably is mounting the ladder. This is the ladder here. But even then, that doesn't look too complicated. So I'll go step by step. I'll start by mounting the rails, and then I'll show you how they mount, and then I'll move on to the next step. Okay, so the first step is done. Got these all mounted. So to do this side, you have to undo your Velcro straps here, and there's a window right here, or a door. You have to unzip that to get your hand in to get those bolts in. This side's pretty easy because you can just slip your hand in underneath here where it's open. You can see the bolt right there. And then your nut just slides down the channel here. And then you don't want to tighten them too tight. According to the instructions, you don't want to tighten them too tight anyway. But you will have to make adjustments as everything settles, which is about normal. So now I'm going to move on to putting the ladder on. So now I have to flip the tent over to get to where the bolts are for the ladder. It's not too heavy. I mean, it's not super light either, but it's just kind of awkward. So, now that I have it flipped over, this here is where your brackets for your ladder will mount. One there, one there. So I'll go ahead and get those on and show you where I'm at from there. Alright, so the ladder is mounted. You'll have these plastic washers that pinch the ladder bracket. You'll have to undo the tent again to get in here to put these bolts through the rail here and put the nuts on. But it's pretty simple. You just remove stuff here so I don't drop it on the ground when I lift up on that. So you just lift up on this and you undo that there so you can get inside there and tighten those up. And then there's your ladder. You don't want to tighten them too much because you don't want to break those washers, but you want to tighten it enough to where it'll hold and have a little bit of resistance. So you see how it stood up like that? I like that. That's probably good. Now I'll move on to the next step, and I think that might be getting it ready to mount on the Jeep. It should be pretty close to that once you have the ladder on. So what's it say here? I went the wrong way. So we got the ladder on. Okay, now, yep, fitting rooftop tent to roof rack or roof bars. So I will get it up on the Jeep, and I'll figure out how I'm going to mount it down, and I'll let you see how it looks and show you what I did. All right, well, there it is. It's all mounted on the rack. After getting it up on the rack that I made, I decided to put it to open at the back rather than off the side. And I put it back further from here, that way I can put maybe like my high lift here or something. Conserve a little bit of space. I think that'll work out if I make a high lift mount to go there. And then it's low, but if I wanted to, I could stand underneath here and cook or something. I mean, I ain't gonna be able to do a lot underneath there because it's low, but it still works. I still have pretty good access to the bed. That's what it looks like, all opened up. I had to go get new bolts to mount it down with because the bolts that they sent were too short for the tubing that I used, but it's all on there. I'll probably finish up this video with it being all closed and the top being on. So it's probably dark, but I'll see if we can see inside here. Nope, that's the wrong zipper. So let me take my phone and get us some light. Now, not the brightest in the world, but that's pretty much what the inside looks like. You have windows up top. And the cool thing is when you open those windows inside, the protective cover here actually has clear plastic spots in it. So you can actually see the stars or whatever, see if it's snowing or anything like that. So that's pretty neat. All in all, it's pretty durable. Seems like it's made from pretty good material. Turn my light off here on my phone. I like it. It looks like it'll be big enough for me, my wife, and our 5-year-old. She's pretty tiny. My wife's not very big either, so it should work out pretty good. So the next step will be I'm going to close it all up and try to put the outside cover on. Stay tuned. All right, folks, that's going to do it for today. That's what it looks like with the cover on it. And they've upgraded the cover from the old ones that I've seen. This one doesn't Velcro on, it actually zips all the way around. You have a zipper that goes from here to here, and then this zipper goes all the way around. So that's pretty nice. The cover is pretty slick too. It's almost like kind of like rubber. So I think it'll be pretty good. I'm actually going on a camping trip over the Thanksgiving holiday, so I'll have some video of that. I'll show you how it looks out in the woods, and I've got a couple other things I need to get done. I've got to put my auxiliary switch setup I bought in. I have that in the garage. I'm hoping to do that either tomorrow or Thursday. I gotta mount the 2 other fog lights that I bought and wire them all up. I've got my Rock Slide Engineer steps to go on, but I gotta wait for the rocker guards, and they're like 30 more days. So until then, if you like the show, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and stay tuned, because there's a lot more coming between the Gladiator, the JKCJ, and the Cherokee Chief when I get time to really get into that. So if you enjoy the videos, just subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.